Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael Evideriti, and after a short break we are back with movie reviews. Before I get started, remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video and comment below what you think about the movie I'm going to review today. Having said that, let's jump right into it. Today's movie review is Inglorious Basterds by Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino being one of, if not my favorite filmmaker as a writer director. I like his approach, I like his style in the movies, that he remains as well true to himself in what he does and what he wants to do and how and with whom. So, and Inglorious Basterds, it's just a great movie just because using the words that Quentin Tarantino used, he's actually rewriting history. There are a lot of movies about the Second World War, especially, I don't know, there are just a lot of movies. Just have a glance in the last 10, 15, 30 years, and there are a lot of movies that are about the Second World War. And that's a movie about the Second World War, but he kind of rewrote the story. So the Nazis here are defeated earlier. The movie takes place in 1941, and that's when they are defeated. And with a big killing at the cinema, the last scene, or one of the last scenes that you see, and that's actually nice. It takes some courage and some, also I would say, creativity to just take something that happened that is pretty impactful, pretty relevant in the story, and change it for the better. It's even better. So yeah, the movie it's from 2009. It stars in the main role Brad Pitt as Aldo Rain, Christopher Waltz as Hans Landa, great role, Michael Fassbender, Eli Roth, Diane Kruger, Daniel Brühl, Til Schweiger, Melanie Laurent, Auguste Steele as main, narrated by Samuel L. Jackson. And that's something that I just recently I was listening to the narration, and I thought, I know this voice, and I figured out by myself it's Samuel L. Jackson. It's a pretty long movie. It's 153 minutes, so over 2 hours, but it's worth it. And I just want to start with the opening, the setup, and especially the opening scene. The opening scene, it's just the first 5 minutes of the movie or so. It's just so powerful, and you really see the power of music when you choose the right music. So we have this scene, we see the Nazis from far away coming with this moto. It's I don't know the name. It's actually a motorcycle with a passenger seat on the side. And we see Mr. Lapatit, which is this farmer who gets the information from one of her daughter that they are coming. So he gets kind of ready, send all the 3 daughters inside the house, makes him ready, and meets Hans Landa, and Hans Landa joins him in his house. And you see for the whole scene Hans Landa being really in control. You see that he's really relaxed, he's comfortable. At first you may say I would expect someone using just authority and kind of want to scare the guy. He doesn't do that. He's really calm. He just very comfortable who he is and just start to do this like kind of questioning interview with the farmer, Mr. Lapatit. And I must say, also the use of the camera, the cinematography. There is a point or multiple points where the camera does like it's not a whole 360, like more than 180. So he actually breaks the 180 rule, but it's nice because the camera goes around the table and you see both characters and they're speaking, and Hans Landa is writing down, so it's nice. Until the point, and it's actually really when something starts to happen. In my opinion, I would say that's the inciting incident where really something to happen. I mean, the whole situation is already on fire. I mean, we know some Nazi come to the house of a French farmer to do an inspection, and that's already setting everything up on fire. But after a while we get comfortable, we see both characters are relaxed and they're just chatting. Where something really is happening, it's when the camera starts to tilt down, or it's not really a tilt down, but the camera goes down and we see it through the floor, and we see where the family, Jewish family who's hiding below, and we really see the danger of the situation and the stakes, how high they are, and that's really when we see. And of course, from that point on, Hans Landa already knew, I would say from the beginning, that something is not right there. That's why he's so relaxed and comfortable, and at the end he actually tells him this, look, not directly, but he makes him understand, look, I know there is something not correct here. I give you the chance to tell me, and if you do so, nothing to you or your family will be done, and we will go on forever. Of course, the farmer has his shoulders against the wall, tells Hans Landa the truth, and then the inevitable happens that the soldiers get in, kill the family. One girl, Shoshana, gets away, and that's also the moment we get introduced to her. She just then reappears later in Act 2 during the movie, when we see that she works in a cinema. She changed her name, so no one is able to track her down, who she really is and what's her past. She works in a cinema that her aunt gave her. The aunt died, and of course back in the days it was much easier to kind of disappear and change name, as opposed as today, where not everything it's just registered like there as well, but it's the information, it's so fast and it's electronic and it's different. So that's the setup, very powerful, very strong. And then we get, in Act 2, we get introduced to the actual bastards. These are this Jewish American, except actually one who is an Austrian Jewish who flew to the US. And we see their mission is to go to Germany and kill as many Nazis as possible. They recruit then Hugo Stiglitz, who is he's a German soldier, but he killed different Nazis. Just I would say he's not really online with the philosophy they had, and so they recruit him. And yeah, Act 2 is basically just about, the main part of Act 2 is just following the bastards, seeing what's their mission, what they do. We see some scenes of Shoshana and what she does in her life. So she gets introduced, or she got approached by a soldier who actually likes her, and because of this she gets at the table in a cafe, in a restaurant in Paris, and gets introduced to Goebbels, which is really high. I guess it's number 2 or number 3 after Hitler, if I'm correct, but a really pretty high status guy in the Reich. And she gets introduced to him, and they decide to do a screening in her cinema to see if it's if the cinema it's okay for them to do this big event that will take at the end of the movie, where all the high-ranking military guys will be there. That's also the place where she reconnects with Hans Landa. So Hans Landa and Shoshana didn't saw themselves directly. She escaped, but she heard his voice, and I wouldn't say it's not really clear. I wouldn't say he doesn't know who she is. Again, Tarantino plays a lot with tension, and there are a few moments where we think, oh man, he knows exactly who she is, and he's just playing the cool guy like in the first scene. But I wouldn't say it's not this, because he would have had another reaction. So that's not the case. But we really see, what we get to see is how she's under this tension and she suffers, but she managed to be kind of cool. So, and we have then later another scene when actually she gets toward the end in the cinema, when she gets together, or she gets kind of together again with Daniel Brühl's character, the soldier who is awarded because killed a lot of soldiers. One mentionable scene that is pretty long, and it's really where the second act gains momentum and everything starts to get complicated. It's the scene in the tavern, and that's actually the midpoint. It's the scene, it's long. See, the whole scene there in the tavern, it's basically 20 minutes, 20 minutes, almost 30 minutes. And at the beginning I would say we think it's the midpoint. Okay, the Bastards having the best of the whole story, because they meet this German actress who's working undercover for the British government, and one British guy who's played by Michael Fassbender is then in the Bastards as well, so joins them, and we think, okay, so they're gonna meet with her and everything will turn great. Of course, everything turns out as bad as possible. They lose a few men down there, and everything gets more complicated. The actress played by Diane Kruger gets shot in the foot, or in the leg, and this sets also something in motion, that she has to wear something on her leg that's really noticeable, and ultimately that's where she gets in trouble, because she knows Hans Landa, and when they are in the cinema, where again all the hierarchy from the military, from the German military are there, the four remaining bastards are there. The actress, and the actress knows Hans Landa, and he straight away notices her legs, and he also found in the tavern a woman's shoe. And Hans Landa is really a smart guy. He's very a mathematical guy. So being that guy, he really connects the dots and understands right away who she is. But again, he plays super cool, super relaxed. And at the end, of course, he kills her because he figured out what she has done. And yeah, just to make it quick, Aldo Rain, played by Brad Pitt, and other bastards get caught by Hans Landa, but they make a deal that Hans Landa will free them if then they do this over the phone. But if the United States will guarantee to Hans Landa just immunity, and that he can have immunity and live in the US, he will free these two guys, and they will go to the American place, the station there in the US station there that they have in France. And yes, for them it's good. The two other bastards that stayed in the movie kill, actually they start shooting after the movie starts to caught fire, that Shoshana and the projectionist set fire on the cinema. So the plan is executed at the end. Everybody dies, comprehend inclusive Hitler. So, and the few remaining bastards get back to the US, and Hans Landa gets back to the US, but will have a mark of the Nazis. So it is a fun very Quentin Tarantino style, but fun movie. Simply fun to see how he plays, as always, with tension, with drama, great dialogues, great long dialogues, and he rewrote history. So definitely go rewatch or watch for the first time Inglorious Basterds. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the movie. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye.